Hey guys, Marstingan here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. So we're going to be taking a look at the LR Master Roshi, now that he's in EZA. Hopefully you guys went the proper route that I talked about before the anniversary began, of having two copies farmed up to SA10 straight away. Then as soon as the medals came out for part 2, you can EZA both... awaken both of them, feed them together to get the SA20, and then of course he is going to EZA in part 3, so you should have another one at SA5 ready to go. So we are going to have a look at him pre-EZA, because unlike the other free-to-play units, so the physical UI Goku, the Tech Roshi and Tien, and then the Int Krillin and 18, unfortunately all three of them are quite severely lacking before they get their EZA. Whereas the LR Master Roshi, whilst he does get a lot more powerful after his EZA, he actually still is very useful now for anyone that is struggling. Maybe if you're free to play or you don't have like any of the new LRs or anything. Because pre-EZA, his leader skill is Turtle School, 3 key and 80%. Obviously, we're not using him as a leader. We're going to use him on the Reps of Universe 17. His super attack massively raises attack for 1 turn, colossal damage with a high chance to stun. So after his EZA, that stays the same in terms of the damage, but just goes up to great chance to stun. And then his Ultra Super is raise attack by 628% for 1 turn and does mega colossal damage to the enemy. And then after EZA, that is the same, except it then also seals. So in terms of his actual damage, apart from the fact that obviously post EZA is going to be SA25, none of the damage modifiers on his super attacks change at all. And then for his passive, he has 100% defense and a medium chance to dodge. That only goes up to 120% and a medium chance to dodge, so it's not really that different. He gives Turtle School allies 2 key and 30% attack and defense, and post EZA is 3 key and 40, so again, not really that much of a difference. But the most important thing that's definitely going to help out free-to-play players is he does have the revival skill. So if you didn't pull any of the 2 new LRs, as long as you have 2 other Turtle School allies on the team, which like every Goku is on that category, you still have his revival skill ability. So that is going to be super useful. And then he does have an active skill. He has to be attacked 7 times or more and have another Turtle School ally on the same turn. Massively raises attack and does ultimate damage to the enemy, all allies 7 key for 1 turn. That doesn't change either, in fact, so his active skill is exactly the same as well. So as you can see, not a huge difference. He does get better, because any like increase in numbers is always good, but he's still going to be very good now. So we're running this Reps of Universe 17 that I've put together without any of the new LRs. We're using the new Goku as the friend. I've got the EZA Int UI Goku, because obviously he's a much older unit. Chances are people will have him over the new LR, depending how lucky you got on the banner. So we're using STR Kaioken as the leader. On this rotation, we are going to get Tournament of Power, Brainiacs, and Kamehameha. The only downside for Roshi on this team at the moment is he doesn't really have a great link partner. The link partner that we're going to use for him for this video is actually the AGL UI Goku, because they have 3 links, which is just Tournament of Power, Kamehameha, and then Legendary Power. Obviously, when Tien and Roshi are at the level of actually being usable on the team, they could make a decent rotation. But yeah, 3.2 million, I mean, that's pretty good straight away. Because obviously, remember, after EZA, and we got the additional super as well, perfect. So yeah, after EZA, we're going to be SA25, so that damage is going to be a little bit higher. But the modifiers don't change, as I said, so... And not bad damage on the super attack. It does have a medium chance to dodge built in, which is 30%, but obviously 30% on the lower end of the scale for those kind of abilities. So we're not gonna. It's not gonna be something that we can rely on like we do with UI Goku units. Speaking of which, we have one here. Since he's an infinite stacker, we should probably get him to attack in slot 1 here. We can maybe run these 2 together on this rotation. We're not really worried too much about the opposite rotations. We're just kind of playing around and showing off the Roshi here. Be interesting to see what his defense is going to be once we have MVP 17 in the final slot as well. So we take out Super Saiyan Goku, move on to Super Saiyan 2. We've already got your active skill. That's not bad. And then we'll do this. So his defense is 133. Pretty good. We can not get the 18 key super in this slot 1 though. Right, we'll go ahead and grab these. Grab these for you. And then these. So only getting the 12 key super attack. We should still... Okay, we're going to get supered again on Roshi. Is he going to dodge? Hey, there we go. The cut-in came up a lot later than I was expecting. So only 1.3 on the 12 key for this one. So Brainiac's obviously a link, giving him a nice little bit of extra. Whenever we get Gohan and Piccolo in slot 3, we'll put Roshi in the middle so we can pick up that extra link. That'll be his best turn then, I guess, because he'll have 4 links active instead of 3. So that's the only downside to using him now, because like I said, the other free-to-play units that are only the TURs that are going to EZA are just not really very good until they get that EZA. Like the physical UI Goku, obviously at the moment on Global we don't have the same name update, so you have to choose him over another Goku. But then obviously there's also the fact that until he gets his EZA, that physical support Goku, while he does support the team, he doesn't have that built-in dodge. So especially because he's not EZA'd, he's going to have the lower stats. It's going to be a little bit more difficult using him over using one of the better UIs. Alright, so moving on to Super Saiyan 3. So where's our defense like now with 17 on the rotation? 168, that's pretty good. And of course he does give key support as well, so we're able to get the 18 key super here. Because I mean the attack stats differ wildly between his 18 and his 12 key, because obviously on his 18 key he has that raises attack by like 600% ability. And he dodges another super attack, let's go. So yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Like a lot of players are going to be able to find a lot of use out of that even before his EZA. Like dodging those super attacks 2 times in a row, very good. Dodge another normal, even though that would have done very basic damage. And then of course, you know, Rainbow Friend LR UI Goku, he gets a pretty good attack stat, I guess, as well. So fortunately he actually didn't get any of the additionals. We don't necessarily have to go all the way through to the end of this event. Although I am tempted to see how much damage Roshi's going to take from STR UI Goku. So I really don't want him to super attack me in slot 1, but let's go ahead and build up the Dokkan gauge a little bit here, so we can be possibly getting it on next turn, which means we could get it with Roshi. But yeah, I need to let Blue Kaioken Goku actually take some hits, so I was definitely hoping that we didn't get super attacked in the first slot here, but no crit sadly, but getting those stacks. And then AGL, Super Saiyan Blue, Vegeta, hopefully he'll awaken to Evolution Blue fairly soon. He's still like a reasonably good unit, but he is crying out for his EZA now that Int UI Goku has his. I'm still super disappointed that they EZA'd only the Int UI Goku and not him as well. That would have been so good. I mean, the anniversary's great, right? They gave us so much stuff, and there's still stuff to come, obviously, for Global. But even looking at it as a whole, once it was finished on JP, they gave us so much stuff, so I can't really complain. But it definitely would have been that nice extra little perfect finish for him to get his EZA. Because obviously once they announced that UI was getting his, we all just kind of assumed that he was going to get his as well, but unfortunately not. So I don't want to disturb all of those orbs because I want to make sure I get the 18 key for Roshi. Although I guess, yeah, I should have put him in slot 1 because we're getting the Dokkan. We're not getting the Dokkan attack, fine. Alright, so hopefully UI gets a bunch of dodges here. Now Roshi's got the 4 links active. So Tournament of Power, Kamehameha, Legendary Power, and Brainiacs. So this will probably be his... This will be his best turn in terms of the attack stat. Unless we can actually get the 24 key. And then hopefully, even though he's been coming in pretty clutch with the dodges, we do want to actually take hits so that we can build up his revival skill as well. So, sorry, active skill. Because the revival skill, as long as we have a Goku on rotation, which we are always going to have him with in this run, we just need to be starting the turn at 50% HP or less, and then the possibility of the revival skill is going to be active. So, if we do start to take a little bit of damage over the next few turns, I'll probably use like a Whis rather than a healing item. See if we can drop below the 50% and actually get his awakening skill to go off. So, or revival skill even. Alright, so you're going to get the Dokkan attack this turn. That should be fine. So we'll do this, and then grab these. The Dokkan attack should be the finish. That is going to put us back up to full health though. But get Kaioken Goku those extra hits. So he's got to be close to being fully built up now. So we get a nice slow Dokkan mode. He links up fairly well with the Blue Evolution Vegeta. So what are we looking at? 2.58. Not too bad. Hopefully we can get a crit. We hit all the nodes, so we get the maximum damage multiplier here. So let's see if we can actually finish off God Goku and then move on to Super Saiyan Blue. So no crit needed, and God Goku is down. And we move on to our boy Roshi. So we need him to be taking some hits, really. So let's go ahead and put... Oh, he's got his active skill now. Perfect. All right, well. Let's do this. He's not going to get any extra links. So what we should do is if we do this... And then... Oh yeah, he doesn't get Kamehameha active until you actually do the active skill. So he's only got Tournament of Power. That's a bit of a shame, actually, because if he had another unit in the third slot that was giving him extra ki, those links would be active for the active skill. But in fact, I guess the active skill is usable whenever, so let's save it until we've actually got... If we save it for the Gohan and Piccolo rotation as well, actually, we could have the... we'll have the Brainiac's link, which will mean the extra little bit of damage. Because the higher his attack stat base before we actually use the active skill, the more damage it's going to do, so... We'll save it for the next turn. Although at this rate, that might mean it ends up being against STR UI Goku, so if we don't crit, we won't do a huge amount of damage. But Blue Goku's got a ton of health. He can probably survive till the next turn. And yeah, we're still taking double-digit damage from him without an item active, so that's really good. And then 3.5 for Int UI. Obviously, Int UI, now that he infinitely stacks attack and defense, is very well suited to these long-form events, so we don't have to worry about him too much. And then let's make sure... I don't really want Blue Kaioken Goku taking a load of hits here, so we'll do this. Do they have any links together? No. Do this and do this. We've got a few physical orbs over here, ready for Roshi for next turn. But we will go ahead. Of course he didn't super attack in slot 1, so could have put Kaioken Goku there. Watch him super attack me in the middle now. But Vegeta going to get his guaranteed normal attacks off here. No additional from the hidden potential. 3.2 on STR Kaioken Goku. Pretty decent. Hey, and we get the crits. So we're actually able to do some damage. 23,000. Then down to 14. And then none of the symbols came up. So he's fully built up now. So that's the other thing. We have a lot of good active skills available on this team. Like if we do drop below the HP threshold, obviously we can go ahead and use the Spirit Bomb. We're getting super attacked on the one unit on the rotation where we have type advantage as well, so that's pretty good. 46k is basically nothing. And then, yeah, here we go. So with you on rotation, we've already got enough ki, so Legendary Power and Kamehameha are active. So I think we will go ahead and use it now. This is actually my first time seeing it in the game. So I've been link leveling Roshi, but obviously, you know, you don't get hit multiple times in one fight when you're doing that, so... Yeah, it's pretty awesome. The greatest Kamehameha. Didn't really do crazy damage, but we didn't crit. So as you can see, his links are a weird spread of like 5, 6, and one of them's at 8 randomly. So grab this, and then these. UI Goku will probably finish him off, actually. I probably should have put Roshi in slot 1, because we're getting the full 24 ki super for both of them. So this would be a very strong turn if this Blue Goku actually had more HP left and was going to survive a little bit longer than this. So there we go. Alright, well, we get one turn. I want to see how much damage Roshi's going to take from STR UI Goku. Vegeta finally transforming up to Evolution Blue. So this is now a very strong rotation. Let's go ahead and put you in the front. Well, I guess you will get Kamehameha active if I do this. So let's go ahead and do that. Give them Kamehameha. And then we'll leave those orange orbs on the right there, ready for Roshi on the next turn. So now that Vegeta's transformed, we're going to be getting a little bit of extra damage. Obviously, he's even better defensively now as well. Get these guaranteed additionals. For crit, let's go. Alright, he's getting super attack. That's perfectly fine because we got the type advantage. Still 91k, but I mean, we're not even getting close to dropping down to like half HP to using Roshi's revival skill. So definitely a very solid unit. And we're going to see on this next turn how much damage he's actually going to take from STR UI. See, Kaioken Goku's still taking 30k when he's fully built up. That's it's quite a lot. So, I mean, I guess in a way it's good that he's taking the damage. Int UI should be built up enough now that he's not going to take damage. Wow, yeah, another super, 4.4. I mean, if he gets supered, he might take some damage still. But his defense is going to be very, very high at this point. Another crit as well. Let's go. Yeah, double-digit damage. Oh, he already supered Vegeta, so... Yeah, so unfortunately we're a little bit off the... Oh, we're getting the Icarus active skill go off this turn. God damn it. Alright, well, now it's not going to be a fully accurate representation because we do have an extra 10% defense because of the Icarus support memory. But that should be enough, I feel. So with that little bit of a buff, I feel like we don't need to use an item. If we get super attacked, that would be bad. I don't know if we would die to that. I mean, we're going to find out, see if Roshi can still tank that. But I really want to see what damage he's going to take from the normal attacks from STR UI Goku here. So, obviously, you're not going to take any. 4.6 million on the super attack. Still pretty good. We do need to crit, though. No crit, sadly. And then, yeah, double-digit damage. And here comes the super. Hey, and then he dodges the super. Let's go. All right, well, there you go. So, Roshi, before his EZA, a very strong unit on the team. Obviously, post-EZA, he becomes an absolute animal. So, if you haven't farmed him up already, make sure you do get him all ready to go. LR, SA20, and then have a second copy of the LR at SA5. Obviously, you can leave that other copy just at level 1. And then as soon as you're finished EZAing the free-to-play one, you just feed him in and get the free SA10. So, 25. So, let me know what you guys think down below. Have you tried out Roshi pre-EZA? Very, very strong unit. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section. So, that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.